After requesting the Faculty Senate and committee members postpone the final decision on the Liberal Studies program changes, Student Senate held a public forum on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. The purpose of the forum was to inform students of the possible LSP changes as well as spark discussion. Bridget Thomas and Deborah Cartwright, members of the two action committees involved in the changes, spoke to students and outlined the possible curriculums, Plan A and Plan B. Student Government President Kyra Cooper says forums like theirs are important because they get a variety of student experiences and inputs. Cooper says Student Senate passed out surveys based on the plans for the LSP changes at the forums and will present those to Faculty Senate where they will be taken into consideration.
I think that student input is maybe something that's been traditionally limited to maybe a few students, particularly if you go back to the blueprint teams or the action teams. There were maybe one or two students on each committee, but I think that these forums are a really helpful way to get a broader sense of student input. And I think you even saw that during the forum. There would be students who were I'm very passionate about how this impacts issues like mental health, and students who are I'm involved in a lot of organizations.
Student Senate found they wanted to postpone the decision after attending a strategic planning and assessment workshop earlier this year. Student Government felt that after hearing the changes, students needed to be more involved with the decision-making. Student Academic Affairs Chair Deanna Schmidt says government really wanted student input because even though the LSP changes will not affect current students, it is the responsibility of current students to give input on what they think will work in the future. Schmidt says Truman needs to uphold a certain reputation, and the LSP changes could possibly affect that.
We have to keep in mind what Truman's mission statement is and what Truman's legacy is that we're going to be leaving with this new core curriculum. Because we are Missouri's only public liberal arts university, that sets us apart automatically, but because of that we have to have a distinct curriculum. And so there was a lot of discussion tonight, and there's been a lot of discussion for years about what distinctive means, and so I think that's really the most important part to keep in mind.
Student Government does not currently have any other plans for public student involvement due to the time-sensitive nature of the LSP changes, though there are possibilities for more forums depending on how willing faculty is to wait for more student input. For the Truman Media Network, I'm Brea Parnell.